Sup guys, Sanderson 977 here today to do One Piece chapter 762 review. Now, this chapter of One Piece, we get the entire flashback of Law's pretty much backstory for his childhood, the place that he came from, everything. Now, just so happens that um currently we can work out that Law is about 26 years old because this flashback in the current time happened 16 years ago, and in the event that it did happen 16 years ago, Law was, it's revealed, 10 years old at the time, right? So while he's there, they basically explain the country that he came from, which is Flavens, and in Flavens it was a place that had everything covered in white, right? Which is basically, it's because of a mineral that was under the earth, right? But the people at the time, they didn't know that the mineral was poisonous. But 100 years before mining even began, the royal family determined that the mineral, if left alone under the earth, it's not detrimental to anybody. But once it begins to come to the surface and get handled by people, etc., then it will poison your body slowly over time. And so, because royal family are, those guys, they just wanted money, they weren't paying attention to the people's needs. They didn't care about their health. All they wanted was a quick cash. They basically exploited all these people. They kept them from the truth. And so over the years, generation after generation, because that's how this poison works, it doesn't just kill you suddenly one day. It slowly seeps into the body, and generation after generation, their lifespan got shorter until it eventually reached a point where last current generation, they'll die before they even reach puberty, something like that. So that's some crazy stuff right there. I mean, that's manipulation to the highest extent, at the detriment of others to the highest extent. So Law, pretty much the situation got even worse because this country of Flavens, everyone realized that they were beginning to get sick. They had white skin, but because of their fear, they thought that it was contagious. But of course, it's not, because it's just that their bodies being poisoned. Being poisoned itself is not contagious, so they didn't realize that. But a war broke out. Neighboring countries sent in people to exterminate them because they were in fear of being infected with whatever poison that they had, which is completely ignorant and biased. And Law, he saw everything go to hell. He saw both his parents got killed. He saw that sister nun, that all his classmates, he was supposed to go with them, but he said that his sister's about to die, so he can't leave her. He saw all of them die. They got bombed, they got killed, and his own sister, she died because the hospital that she was in got completely burned down. So Law's life at this point, or up to this point, has been a living hell. Everything was just crazy, insanely bad for him at this point. And so, because Corazon was the one who almost killed him, he's of the idea that he doesn't care about anything anymore. He doesn't care about consequences, so all he wants to do is get his revenge. And so he's made up his mind that he's going to kill Corazon. So he goes behind Corazon with his knife, gets ready, and then comes in there, stabs him. Right? Corazon is surprised when he got stabbed, but unluckily for Law, someone saw this entire thing going down. So at the beginning of this chapter, it was said that if you even well, it is revealed that one of the guys, they laughed at Pika, and he got tortured that he nearly died, right? Because we know that Pika has this very fine voice for someone his size, which is funny. So because he was laughing at Pika, he got that treatment. So because Law attacked Doflamingo's brother himself, right, that Law probably is not going to survive this. if the truth gets out. So I'm curious to see as to what happens next week. But Law's past is truly horrific, I have to admit, and we get an idea as to why he is known as a surgeon of death. He actually, both his parents were doctors, and also the fact that while he was a kid, his father was teaching him about medicine as well. So that's how he knows how to operate, how to do this type of stuff. And he's nicknamed Surgeon of Death with his, and of course his devil fruit power, the open on me, it helps him in this regard as well. So overall, I thought that this was an amazing chapter of One Piece actually. This backstory into Law's past, into Doflamingo's crew, everything, it explains a lot, and I actually like this very much. We even get to see all of the members of Doflamingo's crew back in the day when they were much younger. Some of them were just babies. Some of them, like Senior Pink, weren't fat at all, and it's just cool to see them from another perspective. Overall, that's it. That's my review. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Sayonara.